Hi, I'm Charlotte Olympia and welcome to my new London store. Every time I design a collection, I always think about the mood. It always starts from the mood actually when I first get inspired. So I even think of what the music sounds like, what the room should smell like. So each season in my stores I translate that to complement the collections. Because this is my 10th store, it's got a lot of the attributes from my other stores. We've kind of now got a kind of look, so to speak. And again, it's reminiscent of a bygone era, so it's quite feminine with the blush walls, the mosaic mirrors, and the brass paneling outside in the entrance or surrounding the frames where the shoes are displayed. So it's got a nice little formula like that. The same with the floor. I mean, it started off in LA, I think, this concept whereby I wanted to bring the outside in, so the floor is kind of like a pavement because in LA I have my own Hollywood star in my shop. So I wanted to look like the outside, and it feels good to walk on. So Bruce was originally an Art Deco ceramic leopard that belonged to my father's grandmother. And I found him in my husband's house when we first started going out, and he was in the back of the cupboard somewhere, and I brought him out and put him in my first store on Maddox Street, and he's still there. And he has now been replicated, or more not replicated. I found several different versions of him. My pre-fall 15 collection is called Untitled, and it's inspired by mid-century art and artists. So there's many Kandinsky print embroideries, Dali-esque lips adorning my Pandora clutch boxes, and lots of linear lines and abstract. So I had a lot of fun with this collection. It was a bit more abstract than what I normally do, and cleaner. One of my favourite parts of the collection are the faces. I've got a lot of profile motifs, mainly inspired by Jean Cocteau's faces. The two-faced wedge is a favourite of mine, as are the Dali bags and shoes. I absolutely love my Century heels. They've got a super simple satin upper, and the heel is just lots of different balls going up the 145mm heel. So it's super high, it's super sculptural. That was the whole concept. Sometimes I like to apply a very classic upper when designing an elaborate heel, because it looks more sculptural that way. There is a lower version called a mid-century heel, which has colourful balls going down the heel. The kitty always comes back every season in a different way. So this season I applied Kandinsky shapes to make up the face of the kitty. It's become a signature part of the collection, of the brand, I guess. It's become a brand identity, so we keep bringing him back. So I've got miniature shoes. They're called Wincy shoes. They're like first walking shoes, more for indoors, but they're soft. And they've got fun motifs like the spider web or more unique colourway of the Union Jack. But that's especially for the Brompton Cross store, which complements a capsule collection I made especially for women for this store, which is called London Calling. So I've got double-decker bus handbag, and I also have a T-bar which looks like the Queen's Guard. But I do that for all my stores. They have unique capsule collections celebrating the city they're in.